it's very difficult for women to sort of accept the notion that they have to pay. I think with all the good things have come these responsibilities, and you can't get rid of them. The issue is their moms never had to pay support, even if there was a divorce, because the moms probably didn't work. Their grandparents, their grandmother never had to pay anything. So culturally, it's been very difficult for women to sort of get into the notion that they're now the same as men and that the laws are gender neutral.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got women upset that men are receiving alimony now. Now it's becoming a problem. Now alimony wasn't a problem before, now it's starting to become a problem. Oh, well, it's been a problem, supposedly. But do me a favor, man, leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Women are paying support, like men have been doing for ages. The difference is, culturally, it's very difficult for women to sort of accept the notion that they have to pay. I think with all the good things have come these responsibilities, and you can't get rid of them. The issue is their moms never had to pay support, even if there was a divorce, because the moms probably didn't work. Their grandparents, their grandmother never had to pay anything. So culturally, it's been very difficult for women to sort of get into the notion that they're now the same as men and that the laws are gender neutral.
I think that we are entering a brand new era, and the name of this generation for professional women around the world should be entitled "Payable to My Ex-Husband," because so many women don't recognize their earnings potential. So I don't think the antenna is as highly raised for women as it should be.
So in some instances, you're actually paying him, your ex-husband, more than you're making.
To make these payments, I have tripled the mortgage on my house. I've liquidated all my assets in the house. I've had to liquidate my retirement fund and stocks. I've pretty much liquidated to pay alimony. And from 96 to 98, I pretty much paid my husband more than I made.
It's justice, okay? I believe that, hey, you want to end the marriage and we work out a deal, you got to abide by the deal, you know, what we had agreed upon. And I need that money for investments. I got to start a whole new life now at 52 years old.
How often do we see women paying alimony? I don't ever see it. I don't ever really hear about it. And mind you, these videos are old. These videos are old. So for them to even be talking about that, you know what I'm saying, it's crazy because I barely see it till this day. I barely see it till this day where women is paying alimony. You know, but altogether, now women see how it feels to work your whole life to get a certain job that pays well, just for you to have to end up turning around and pay some of that money to your ex-husband, someone who didn't work for that money. But now women see how it feels. And like I said, men are still paying way more in alimony than women are. Men are still paying alimony way more than women are. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. But at the end of the day, it should happen. This should happen. This should happen. More women need to pay alimony. Now, a lot of men are making more money than women. But I mean, still at the end of the day, if the woman is initiating a divorce or the other way around, because supposedly the breadwinner has to pay that money, has to pay alimony, has to pay this, has to pay that. Still shouldn't even be that case. It still shouldn't be the case, man. Me personally, it still shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be no case where a man is still paying all of this money for no spousal support, for none of that. You're a grown-ass adult. You make that money. Shit, have your own money. Stop trying to take my money. And that's what we've come to today, where women are entitled enough to feel that your money is theirs. Women walk into the relationship 50-50, but yet once it's time to leave out a relationship, hey, nah, give me all your money. Give me all your money. No. I thought it was 50-50. I thought we were equal. So if we come in 50-50, we need to leave out 50-50. I shouldn't have to come in putting my whole 100 in and then come out and I gotta give you all of my 100. No. And Kima, what do you mean by that? There should be no reason why I have to pay all the bills, take you out, do all this, do all that, do all the man traditional things, but then when it's time to divorce, I have to give you all of my money. You give me nothing in return. How does that work? At least then, when we got married, you were giving me something, and that was some poontang. Maybe some peace. But now we about to leave. You ain't giving me none of that. But you want to take my money? No. No. And I never understood this stuff, man. I never understood it. But you know, like I said, just because these videos are old, just because some of these parts are old, these clippers are old, does not mean it's still not relevant till this day. It's relevant, very relevant, very relevant. Like I said, we see it all the time. Women, you hardly ever see women paying alimony, spousal support, child support. You hardly ever see that. It's very rare that you ever really see that stuff, man. It's very rare that you ever see that. This is why today marriage rates are low for women, because marriage is not good for men. Marriage rates are low for women because marriage is not good for men. Men don't want to get married and have to pay all this money to an ungrateful bitch. Nobody want to have to marry a chick just for him to end up having to get divorced because of some shit she wanted or did or how she felt, and he has to cough up all this money. Nobody wants to have a kid with a chick, and then all of a sudden he has to end up paying child support because he said, "Hey, look, I didn't want the child in the first place." I mean, I'm just saying this goes further than just divorce now. It goes further than just divorce because this add in because divorce, child support. Because I mean, dude, you talking about you having to pay spousal support for alimony, then child support for most men in most cases. I mean, damn, bro, like, you gotta pay this woman, this ungrateful bitch, some money, and you gotta pay to see your kid only one day out the week. Like, nah, man, that stuff go hand in hand, man. But like I said, man, it's a wicked world. It's a wicked world. It's an unfair world. But like I try to say, for men, we have to adjust. You have to adjust. Period. Point blank period, man. But do me a favor, man, leave a like, comment, and subscribe.